It's time for some more Formula 1, and this time it's Formula 1 06 2006 on the Sony PlayStation 2. A game I don't think I've played before, I must admit. Now, I remember reading on Reddit a few years back that a lot of people say this is one of the best, if not the best F1 game on the PS2. So bearing in mind that's people's opinions, I'll give my opinion as I play, of course. Oh, I remember this season. Wasn't this the season that Fernando Alonso... There he is, speak of the devil. Fernando Alonso wins in the Renault, doesn't he? Wins the championship. I think he wins it 2 years running, doesn't he? Consecutively. I don't know. I think medium difficulty is just about right for me, because I'm not very good at F1 games, but I do love F1 games, so... Sometimes I find myself in a bit of a pickle when I play these games. Kimi Räikkönen. Good driver. I was reading about him the other day, actually. I think he runs some automobile type thing these days, because he's obviously retired as an F1 driver. But anyway. No, we're not going to bother with Race Car Evolution. We shall skip practice. Let's just go to qualifying.
Welcome to Sakhir, Bahrain for this afternoon's qualifying session. 1 hour of entertainment and excitement starts right here. Session 1 is starting imminently, so without delay, let's find out who makes it through to Session 2 and who will make up the back part of the grid.
Whose voice was that?
First out onto the track today is Christian Albers.
Yeah, whose voice was that, guys? Let me know. Okay, let's go in the softs as well. There we go. So, in a World Championship around 2006, would it have been Bahrain first race? We'll soon find out. That looks like Bahrain to me, that layout there. It hasn't told me that it's Bahrain, has it? Am I missing something here? Right, okay.
On a flying lap right now are Kimi Räikkönen, Nico Rosberg,
Oh, cool.
Giancarlo Fisichella, Michael Schumacher, Vitantonio Liuzzi, Takuma Sato.
Okay.
Speed.
I get the picture. Look at this. This looks fantastic. Oh, I loved it when the engine sounded like that. Good times. How do I start qualifying though? Don't answer that question, guys. Because you can't. Because you can't. I'm not live. Let's leave garage. I've only got 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Alonso in the Renault.
Takuma Sato goes fastest in sector 1.
Oh, commentary while you drive it. I know we get in the newer F1 games. I know we do get the engineer talking to you, but I like having a bit of commentary. It adds to the immersion, doesn't it? Oh, it still hasn't told me what track this is, but I'm 99% sure this is Bahrain.
Fernando Alonso goes fastest in sector 1.
I mean, we are in a desert, so yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is Bahrain. So we'll turn around here, and then there'll be a really sharp left in a bit. I like this. Really good. I like the way the car handles. Is it the best F1 game? Or best racer on PS2? I don't know about that.
Christian Klein is quickest in sector 2.
But this is awesome. Yeah, it's really good. I got some reviews open as usual, guys, on the other monitor, but I can't look because I'm racing. I'm not going to pause the game because it's too boring for you. I must say this in every episode, but just in case you are new to the channel.
Fernando Alonso goes fastest in sector 2.
Oh, Fernando Alonso goes fastest in sector 2. That's me. That's me. Oh, no. I think it gives me a chance, doesn't it, to finish the qualifying, even if it's... Oh, what have I... I balls that up. I'm just going to pit. I know I'm going to be dead last. What I was going to say is when it times out, I think you still get a chance to keep going round and finish, don't you, in qualifying, as long as you've begun your qualifying lap. Is that right? I don't know. Yeah, I like it. It feels a bit stiff, is all I would say. But the car feels glued to the floor, which is how an F1 game should be. There have been games after this where the F1 car can slide around a little bit, and I don't like that. I don't want that in my F1 games. An F1 car doesn't really slide around, does it? God, this guy don't shut up.
We've enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing you for tomorrow's race.
I was enjoying it at first, and now he's just annoying me, so I take it back. I'm glad we don't get commentary in our games anymore. The late, great Murray Walker in F1 97 on PS1. That's where it was at. Okay. Wish me luck. That commentary was so over the top. Oh, the commentary's really good. It's dynamic. This is very impressive, I must say. I would probably turn him off, though, if you can, in options, if I was playing this seriously, because it does great. Hey, there's the engineer. He says I'm driving superbly as I bash the car in front of me. I'm struggling with this game, I must say. I'm terrible at this. But I like it, it's good. Look at my front wing, though, guys. Look at it wobbling about. I find it nigh on impossible to not hit other cars in the F1 games. That's where I struggle. And in F1, obviously, hitting other cars is a big no-no. Unless you really can't help it, obviously. Or going wheel to wheel. It's Alonso! His front wheel, or his front wing, is hanging off. Because he keeps bashing into the cars in front of him. We'll take a look at a quick race in a bit, guys. We'll look at the other tracks we've got in the game. Oh, he's just said that my front wing is flapping about. This is so cool, the attention to detail. I hate, a little bit of an aside here, but I hate that EA have got the rights to the Formula 1 games now. I hate it. I refuse to buy F1 24. Refuse. Because they take away the good stuff. For example, in driver career, up until F1 2021, you had like driver interviews and stuff. You had to answer the media's questions, which would affect team morale and that kind of thing. EA took all that out then by F1 22 and 23. You just get these little pointless sections between races where you've got a comment on something the media have said or something like that. I can't really remember. I haven't played F1 23 for a few weeks or a few months now. But and they added stuff like your wardrobe or your apartment and just doing pointless stuff like that. Let's get out of it. And the pointless supercars. I keep saying pointless. I just don't like what EA are doing with the franchise. I really don't. Okay. They're trying to FIFA it, aren't they? They're trying to FIFA Ultimate Team F1, and it just... Oh, EA. There you go, there's my rant. It's over with, I promise. Let's drive with, arguably, I think he is the best F1 driver of all time. Does it go without saying? I think it does, doesn't it? We'll try Imola, because as I'm recording this, Imola is where it's at this weekend. I can't wait for the F1 tomorrow, even though... I was going to say even though it's a bit predictable these days with Verstappen, it's actually starting to get interesting again. Because as I'm recording this, Verstappen, I nearly called him Van Stappen then, was struggling again in practice today, so all is not well at Team Red Bull, it seems. But anyway, I'm sure I had a false start then, but yeah. Hats off to you guys who play these games with a wheel. Big shout out to Dave. Dave uses the wheel when we play F1 together, because there's not a chance I could do that. I'd be even worse than I am now. And who play manual gears. There's not a chance I could focus on doing the gears as well as all the other stuff. And without all the assists on, because I've got traction control and that kind of thing on here, I would be sliding off every single corner if it weren't for the assists. I play for a bit of fun, guys. I don't take it too seriously because I'm crap. I'm the first to admit it, but I absolutely love not this game in particular, even though it is good, but F1 games and the sport in general. Oh, he was about to go off that Red Bull.
You're making good progress moving up the back.
Yeah, I'm doing well there, apparently. Oh, those cranes are a bit low. Look at that.
Very well through the field.
Was that a thing at Imola around now? I always found it a bit strange. We get 2 Italian races, separate tracks or circuits in a single season. Monza and Imola. Is Monza Italian? I think it is. No, I definitely know it is because of Monza, the football club in Serie A. Yeah, I found that strange. And then you get like Silverstone being the only British Grand Prix, and Barcelona, I think, is the only Spanish Grand Prix. Am I right in saying that? Oh, dearie me. This is very good. It is a very good game for sure. I'm kind of annoyed with myself for not checking this out when I owned the PS2 back in the day. Oh, what's going on here? Right, enough of that. Right, next, let's try my arch nemesis in regards to circuits in the F1. And you all know what it's going to be. I just cannot race it at all. You're going to see what it is. So get your guesses in, guys. It's quiz time. I'm going to go... Oh, let's go with Rosberg. He was world champion once, wasn't he? He's a moany get. Every time I turn the TV on, he's just moaning about something or being a bit controversial. He is interesting to listen to, though. It must be said. Very knowledgeable, obviously. He was an F1 driver. I think he's got his own YouTube channel as well. I think he has. So did you guess right, guys? Monaco. If you guessed right, you win... something. It's very late as I'm recording this, and I tried to think of something clever and some kind of quip, and I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. Anyway, Monaco, here we go. Listen out for the commentator. Ah, that was alright. Was he BBC or ITV, this commentator? I remember Formula 1 leaving BBC. What's happening there? Yeah, I remember the Formula 1 leaving the BBC, which is where I preferred it, because there's no adverts. Over to ITV briefly, didn't it, for a year or two? That weren't there in Monaco before. Surely. I've never noticed that little barrier there, little turn off. Weird. Okay. Here comes a little roundabout. I mean, should this still be a track in Formula 1? I know for the spectacle it should be, because it's the home of F1, isn't it? It's where a lot of the drivers live. But, I don't know, it's so dangerous, isn't it? God, I sound like such an old man. Oh. Like, no overtaking opportunities, or very little. But, if we didn't have these classical tracks like Monaco and Imola, we would just have the sterile tracks, the more modern ones where nothing happens. They're just really predictable and like no... Oh, I always do that in the newer F1 games. Just no variety in some of the more modern tracks. Right, watch out for this barrier, guys. Ready? Oh, not barrier, but like a turn off. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? There. That turn off there, left. What's that? I don't recognise that at all. It's not the pit, is it? Because the pit is... Or where you pit in Monaco is... on the hill kind of thing, isn't it? I'll show you what I mean. I mean, you all know. But let's see. I got to hold my hands up. I didn't watch a lot of F1 around now, for whatever reason. I missed Alonso having that championship season. Alright, here we go. This bit here, I always mess up. Always. Oh, God. That's actually not bad for me. I've just glanced over, guys, at the corner of my eye. I actually looked with one eye. That's a skill. At the other monitor. And basically this reviewed okay. It had lots of 7s out of 10s. Right, here's the pit, usually there, right there. So it obviously is in this as well. So I'm not entirely sure what that turn off is about. Anyway, I'm just rambling away here because I can feel myself getting extremely tired, and playing F1 games when you're extremely tired is not a good idea. Let me know, ooh, little tussle there with that car. Let me know your memories with this game if you've played it. And, superb driving. I don't think so. Yeah, I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Take care.
Next lap is scheduled to stop. Reminder to stop. Next lap.